Hey, hello guys. So now take a look. This is our double cage crusher, or also what we call the DAP crusher. So this crusher is able to reduce the particles to zero point 0.5 millimeters, while the chain crushers can only do like to 1 millimeters. So the reason why this cage crusher is able to break it down into fine particles is because it is by high speed rotors. So you can see in terms of structure, we have two motors with the two pulleys, and then one big pulley and one small pulley. I think if I remember correctly, the big one is 480 millimeters and the small one is 220 millimeters. So these one big pulley and one small pulley are connected to the one big rotor and one small rotor. The big rotor is on the left side and the small rotor is on the right side. And the big rotor also has two sets of columns, and then the small rotor also has two sets of columns. And then by rotating at the opposite directions with high speed, usually 1,000 RPM, it is able to crush the materials into fine particles under 0.5 millimeters. So in terms of structure, you can see we have one motor that is of 37 kilowatt, and one small motor that is of 30 kilowatt. And then by the C-type V-belt is connected to the shaft. And then this is the feeding portal. Usually it's connected to the feeding silo. And then this one is what we call the rotor. So the rotor, you can see this one is the wear resistant columns, and it is replaceable. And then on the back there, we also have another inspection portal. So if you see from here, you can also see that this is the back side of the cage crusher. So you can see it is also, we got two inspection doors on each of the side. And in terms of structure, we got the casings, upper casings, lower casings, and also a base frame. And then under the base frame, we also have we also have vibrate absorbers to absorb the shock during the commissioning of the cage crusher. And then in terms of the noise level, last time we tested with no load, it was 75 to 78. And then that is under no load. But when you put material into it, it usually will reach around 80s to like 82 dBA. So yeah, thank you guys. This is the structures of our cage crusher. Thank you.